Ms. Wilson, what I don't understand is if this guy was such a charlatan. I did live there a year. I'm sorry. Wouldn't let you lavine my house for 2 seconds, sir. You're a real pain in the neck. If you don't know anything about me, Your Honor. You're a pain, well. You're a pain in the neck and very disrespectful. I'm sorry, I'm disrespectful. You are very disrespectful, David. I'm sorry, I'm disrespectful. This lady's hair-a-treeing to get $5,000. You are from me when she has no right getting it. Let me explain something to you. Sir, you are very disrespectful in a court setting. You don't seem to understand that. She's not being disrespectful. Of course not. You should see her at home. I'm sorry, but when you're wrong, Dan, you know you are right. Things tend to hurt. Well, I want to tell you something. The first business deal you had with this lady, there is no question in my mind that you did not warn her thought. She was going to lose her $1,000 because she doesn't look like she's a nut to me. And if she met somebody for 2 minutes and all of a sudden she wrote out a check for $1,000 that was based, Your Honor, can I ask you a question? Quiet. That was based in part upon you, sir, who had already invested money in this business, who wanted more money in this business. You're wrong. Encouraging wrong, wrong, wrong. Fine. How much money is in this agreement that you have with Michael? There's $1,000 plus the camcorder, the pieces that I didn't get back, plus what I thought was $900 couse. David's sitting there telling Method they're all Michael's calls. What about your $600 credit from Pacific Bell? Gasps. Ooh. Hey, dramatic music, I want to tell you something. Adam, consider yourself lucky that he's out of your house. I am. Consider yourself lucky that he's out of your house. It was your mistake. These finances we're never going to put in order. You have some claims against Michael. You may have to sue him too. Get your money from him for some of these, but none of this long-distance calls is Michael's. None of this is Michael's. Judge, $1,700 in phone bills. None of Mr. Michael's. David, wrong. I can prove it. Well, let me hear that. Let me hear about the phone bills. All right, here's a phone bill for $172.99. There. Calls from Dillon, Colorado, which is his sister's phone number, to Reno, Nevada. I do agree to those. Those are mine. $172. I even admit to those. Those are mine. Can I see those, please? Vicky? Yes, ma'am, those are mine. I admit to those. Well, so how much do you owe her for the phone bills? Nothing. I paid her. Judge, how? Your Honor, if you take a look at my checks and everything plus things, Your Honor, all I'm asking you is to take a look at my witness statements. Here's a phone call, which I was, that has never been paid, under the impression that as long as they had a valid reason, they couldn't be here, that you would accept this notarized statement. Judge, from this gentleman in the Army. David. Yes, he cannot be here. What's his name? You want his last name? Didn't know if I could say it. Yeah, say his name. David Corporal Nathan, opening parenthesis, beep, closing parenthesis, dot dash. Do you know this person? Nathan, beep. Never seen him or heard of him. Oh my, I don't. Know who he is? Yeah, I'm going to take a look. These are, Judge, I'm going to take a look. By the way, also, this is an individual in Canada, cannot be here. Who states that? Judge, who is that? This is another individual, phone calls Medetto, Canada, that Michael called your girlfriend. Just a second, I'm not interested in that. There's no reason why somebody from Canada can't be here. This'll prove. No. This'll prove that call's made. Listen, I'm gonna cease the if somebody is in the military and can't be here because they're in the military. That's a valid reason to accept the statement. Let me just take a look at it. But who is the person? I've never heard of them. I'm sorry, papers rustling. I'm not accepting this, sir. Why not? I'm going to tell you why not. Because there's no valid reason for him not being here. It was notarized in California, and the reason he says he can't be here is because his schedule is hectic. That's not a reason. Ma'am, Mama Kay, ma'am, that's not a reason. How about the person in Canada? What are you going to expect them to fly down? Why don't you just make your claim? Make your judgment for her, okay? Let's get this over with so I don't waste my time from work anymore, okay? Very good. Judgment in this case is for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. No problem, and the countersuit is dismissed. Thank you. Thank you. Bailiff parties are excused. Step out, please. Gavel bangs. Dramatic music.